guys. I just want to take you on a tour of my house. I'm not sure if this is, but yeah, very nice. That is for right now the love of my life, which is a adorable dog named Coco. Hello, Coco. Hello. Can you say hello to the audience? Our non-existent audience? Hello. Hello, hello. That's, yeah. But yeah. She is my adorable little friend. Hello. Hello. So yeah, this is in the headline. Bill Clinton, who may have cost Hillary the election, passes the buck to James Comey with that letter. Oh, that letter on October, what, 30th or 28th? Oh boy, that cost her the election. No. That's... this guy and the Democrats. They don't know what's going on. This is what I want to talk about today. So yeah, if you're in a political science class or in high school, college, this would totally be a great idea for an essay, for a term paper, something that really needs a lot of thought, that you can really delve deep into the numbers. These type of numbers: 78, 60 to 40, 78, 73. Stop blaming October surprises, Democrats and Republicans, when you lose. Stop blaming a hurricane. Because look, 78% of people just made up their mind before October. That is what I want to get into today. That is what I want to get into, basically, and don't have a script, but basically, what I want to explain is that in this election, most pertinently, 73% of people made up their minds. So yeah, maybe Bill Clinton has a point. They were up by 6 points before October, but then other but it's just this is what I want to point out. We need to stop thinking of presidential campaigns being decided in October. The whole term October surprise that came, from the last 50 years, it doesn't really apply. I'm sure if you ask this question in other elections, you get similar answers. It's, except for certain anomalous ones in which it was probably low. Even still, I'm willing to bet 50% of people have made up their minds before that debate in 1980. At least, because again, look at that. People had 8 months to decide between Bush or Kerry. 78%. And guess what? Bush won 53 to 46. And, that was this one, I don't know what my source trying to figure out exactly in 2008 what happened there. Basically, 60% of people made up their mind before September. In the summer. 60% of people made up their mind, which means nothing that happened after August 31st had any effect on that numbers. And look, that is basically what Obama won by. 53 to 46. Nothing mattered. In October, anything that happened, it didn't matter because, what was it? 52% people made up their mind in September. It was high. No. What was it? I think. Yeah. More people 54% of people who made up their minds in September itself was 54%. And this, look at that. People had 6 months, 7 months to make up their mind. 78% of people made up their mind before October. Obama, 52, 47, basically lost a point of that. So all that stuff about the hurricane and Chris Christie didn't matter. 78% of people made up their mind. Even this year, even though it was an open election, so we had similar numbers. This year, people who made up their mind, almost 3/4 of the American populace made up their mind in, and still look at that, 45% of the people. That is the Republican base of the electorate. That was the base. So. And, he might have a point, but the problem is that, she had already won, and if this were a normal election, she would have won she would have gotten the numbers that she would have gotten, and she would have won the race, and, but since it's electoral college, that means that certain things that Trump had advantages, such as NAFTA, that played in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. That played. Now, of course, to Now, this is what the numbers do say. This is what the numbers actually do say. In October 2016, Trump won that vote 51%. Clinton lost. Oh, and what was that number? So to resume, 12% of the electorate made up their mind. 12%. Yeah, I guess that is significant, I guess. But it's just, that means 88% of people had already made up their mind. Or the other 88%, it's a relatively small sample size. And that's the numbers. But look at that, 12% of people were like, I can't stand either of the, and went to 12%. So this is the hard numbers. So if you want to explain how this year was the anomaly to how, but it's just 73%, which means, and Trump got 45%. He then got up to 46%. That's basically all this accounted for. He went from 45 to 46. That's all. So it's, and she lost 3 points. So, basically that's what you have to account for there. But it's just that 73%, and we need to stop thinking. We need to really, maybe those debates need to be held a lot earlier so that not enough people had made up their minds where so they're just watching a bunch of people babbling on. But when they've already made up their mind, 3/4 of the electorate had already made up their mind. So that's basically just what I want to address today. The 2 days after Trump won the Electoral College is to basically address the fact that maybe we should stop blaming late developments. Go look at these numbers. In the 70s of people who made up their mind before October. Okay, so that's today's political rant. I've been meaning to get that off my chest. Thank you.